you try to conjure the wind and ease my mind. Somebody call out to your brother, he's calling out your name. Oh, oh, oh. Hiding under the covers with no one else to blame. Oh, oh, you couldn't help out your own neighbor, you couldn't tell it to his face. You were fucked up by the flame. You cower in the corner, corn fried in your father. Let it out inside. Let it pass away. Sleep now under my skin. Make sure you try to conjure the wind and ease my mind. And I say, somebody call out to your brother, he's calling out your name. Oh.
Before we commence the trophy presentation for the 2012 Holden Cruze Cup, we would like to welcome Councillor Pigeon here first, and Netball Queensland Board and Live members and league sponsors. We'd also like to welcome back our Vice President Kevin Brennan, and of course also to our Netball Queensland Business Development Operations Manager down here tonight as too, Hamish Johnston.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and athletes and supporters. I'm sure you would all agree that tonight's two games, the scorelines didn't indicate how difficult those games were. They were well played, so well done, ladies. I appreciate the time of the night, so this won't be too long, but I do have to give firstly apologies from the NQ President, Mrs. Jan McGackus, and the CEO, Mr. Cameron O'Hara. They were both unable to attend tonight. Now, next special mention to the NQ Vice President, Mr. Kevin Brennan, Board Member, Mr. Ron Visser, Logan City Councillor, Mr. Phil Pigeon and his wife, Robin, Logan Metro Indoor Sports Centre Manager, Mr. Gary Campbell, and finally, Mr. Ray Core from Carina Leagues Club. I would like, on behalf of NQ, to thank our bench officials for tonight, the grand final game umpires, Darren Madigan and his commentary team, and a very big thanks to our volunteers, and in particular students from Victoria Point Senior High School, led by their Media Academy teacher, Mr. Jimmy XLB. So thanks, kids. And finally, I would like to thank the NQ staff. They do work hard behind the scenes, and they're away from their families on nights like tonight, so thanks guys, you did a good job.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now I'd like to invite the bench official for tonight's game, Suzanne Whittaker, Phil Landers, Glenn Rossman, Len Groves, Nerida Bartlett, and Madonna McKenna. We'd like you to accept the gift from Netball Queensland, an appreciation of their contribution to the match and of course throughout the season as well. We'd now like to invite the hard-working umpires of tonight's game, and that, of course, includes Di Cocker, Kimberly Foreman, and Ashley Stevenson. We'd love to give some recognition award from the Netball Queensland appreciating their performance tonight and once again throughout the 2012 Queensland State Netball League season. Well done. Now, the Holden Cruze Cup coaches have been voting on the top players of each match throughout the competition. These votes have been collated, and it is with great pleasure that we announce the 2012 Holden Cruze Cup Most Valuable Player. And I've got to say, it is once again players, because we have a tie. Unfortunately, neither of these people here are unable to, or able to make it here tonight to accept, but please put your hands together. Tying for first place from Suncoast Lynx, Shannon Holmes. And from Golden South Jaguars, Gretel Tippett. We'd now like to invite the teams up here tonight to now runners-up. Coming onto the court here tonight, T. Baldwin. R. Chapman. C. Dyer. S. Butters. H. Wilson. H. Johnson. A. Feggins. L. Todd. B. Oriel. And of course their captain here tonight, Kay Bullen. Before you go, how are you feeling?
Obviously, we're very disappointed, but all credit goes to Tigers. They wanted it more tonight, and we're our own worst enemy, I think, and they capitalised on our mistakes. And of course, we're very disappointed, and losing is the worst ever. It's very bitter and not nice to taste. So thanks for the great game, guys. You played really well, and thank you to my team. I love them to bits, and hopefully we'll be back again next year to take them on again.
You're right though, now coming into a finals is tough. Coming into the finals is tough, of course, and you know, you make it all the way through here tonight. But I've got to say, that last quarter was just scintillating. Some of the intercepts or attempted intercepts, your team was putting their body on the line.
Yeah, I guess we had nothing to lose by that stage, and it's disappointing that we didn't attack the game that way throughout. With nothing to lose, I guess, yeah, there were some great intercepts, but again, you know, all credit to Tigers. They ran over the top of us, and they took the win, and yeah.
Better luck next year.
Yeah, that's right.
Please put your hands together once again for the Cougars. Before we bring tonight's winners up, Netball Queensland would like to thank league and team sponsors for their valued support throughout the 2012 season. And of course, we'd like to thank very much Logan City Council, and also we'd like to thank Carina Leagues Club, and also like to thank the Victoria Point, we've already done that, but it's worth mentioning again, the Victoria Point State High School Film and Media Department for their contribution to the live streaming of the Holden Cruze Cup. So, Phil Pigeon, if you'd like to come down, please. We'd also like to have Wade Core down here as well from the Carina Leagues Club. And once again, a very special thank you to the Kedron-Wavell Services Club as well. Well, I've got to remark on the words made by our last captain, because these guys certainly put something together. So let's welcome up here tonight to accept their awards, coming from the Carina Leagues Club, the Tigers, Beryl Friday, Sophie Kraft, Harriet Adsett, Jane Menzies, Kerry Barr, Natalie Parks, Lucinda Ball, and Laura Stokes. And of course, their captain here tonight, Katie Walker. Well, Captain, how does it feel?
It feels really good, a bit surreal actually, after the last 2 years. I was saying to the girls, I'm used to having my head buried in the towel crying like a baby, so it's a nice feeling to be on the other side of it. It's very good. But can I just say quickly, we have one more player that unfortunately wasn't on the team sheet, and that's Tanya Hillier, who unfortunately did her knee early in the season, and we couldn't have done it without her, so if it's okay if she comes up too, that would be great.
I did notice her on the sideline. But it is a team effort, and you guys just dominated.
We did, and we had some really big goals for us this season, and we work really hard to achieve those goals. We are a team of relentless athletes, I guess you say, out there. We consider ourselves athletes, and we work very hard to achieve those goals. So to actually see it come off is very satisfying. Well, congratulations, well done, and celebrations will be on tonight, I guess. Oh, not tonight. We'll be quiet tonight. I think we might have a big day tomorrow. But, yeah, no, we'll celebrate and on all things that we've achieved this season, not just tonight. It's been great both on and off court. So we've got lots to talk about and a few lies to tell, and really looking forward to it. Go and enjoy it. Thank you very much. Now. Am I allowed to say anything or not? Are we on a short time? I don't know. What would you like to say? I just want to thank sponsors and things. Is that okay? Do you guys mind? Right? Sorry, I'm going to steal the microphone. I don't know when I'll get another opportunity to do this, so I'm just going to quickly go through some people that... It's not very long, it's tiny, I promise. I know it's a late night, but we just want to thank the Cougars, first of all, for a great game and a great season. We know the feeling, obviously, and we really enjoy our battles with you guys, and we know that we need to turn up. So thanks for tonight to Liz and all the girls, and to all the other teams in the competition as well. The competition is getting stronger every year, and everybody keeps pushing us, and that's what makes this competition stronger all the time. To the umpires and all the officials, timekeepers, first aid, everybody, thank you for all your time that you give to our great game. We really appreciate that. To Netball Queensland for putting on such a good competition. To all our family and friends, we couldn't do it without you guys. You're all scattered around here. You are the heart and soul of all of us and keep us all going, so thank you very much, and in particular my family. To all our support staff, Leonie, Glenise, Josh, Kingy and Vicky, you guys are amazing, and we're not just the team that you see standing out here. We go a lot deeper than that, so we thank you. To Carina Leagues Club, Wade, Peter, I've had lots of sponsors over my career so far, and I've never met sponsors like you guys. We feel so supported on and off the court, and we are very, very lucky, and we don't forget that for 1 second, so thank you for your ongoing support. To Holden for a great competition as well, for making this competition so great. I'm nearly there. To Staggy. Staggy is the heart and soul of the Tigers. She's not only a great coach, but she really builds a culture at the Tigers that takes no prisoners and really builds what you saw out there today. So Staggy, for all your time and hard work, we can't thank you enough, so thank you very much. And finally, to my girls, I couldn't be prouder, I truly couldn't. To stand beside you all every week is an absolute pleasure and an honour. You teach me so much every time we play and train, and I'll never forget this. So thank you all very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Katie. Two more things to do after she gets a photograph with us. we really would like to thank Victoria Point State High School Film and Media Department for their contribution to the live streaming of the Holden Cruze Cup and the Queensland State Netball League Grand Final matches here tonight. Would you join us in thanking them here tonight? And we'd like to invite James Exelby down here to accept a plaque on behalf of that team. Well done, guys. Technology at work. It's great to see it. Well, this year and tonight, of course, we are also looking for the Best Player Award. And the 2012 Holden Cruze Cup Grand Final Player of the Match goes to Natalie Parks. There will certainly be celebrations in that camp tonight. Thank you very much to everybody here tonight, and once again for all of your spectators and all the support that goes in. I know there's lots of mums and dads, aunts and uncles that come along, and just getting all these people and supporting them and getting them to their games. Have a very safe trip home tonight, folks. I'm Don McLaughlin. Good night.
Raise your glasses, please. You don't know the half of it. You don't know the half of it. Pushed it back. Talked it down. I spent so long out of town. I didn't call. I don't know why. I didn't call. I didn't try. I didn't try.
And we're with the runner-up for this year, for 2012. Not used to saying that to Elizabeth White, the coach of the Kedron-Wavell Services Club, Cougars. Liz, tough luck.
I don't think it was tough luck at all. I just don't think that we came out to play. I think that we opened okay for the first couple of minutes, and then we made a couple of silly mistakes, and then we went into that protection mode. I'm not going to throw the ball because I might lose it. And once you start to do that, you go off your game plan, and then things start to break down all over. I think they did try in the second half. If we'd have played like we played in the second half, it would have been a more competitive game. And I think that crucial timeout call for Tigers broke our momentum in the last quarter, and that was really when we were applying some pressure to them. But realistically, we just didn't play well tonight. And that's what happens when you don't play well against a quality team. They capitalise on your errors.
Yeah, second quarter was an absolute killer though, wasn't it?
I don't think the second quarter. I think the first quarter, right from the start. I mean, we were 7 down at quarter time, and I think that the signs were there that we were in strife, actually. Yeah. Second half of that first quarter, we were not playing well, and we were just doing basic, silly things and making those errors, and you can't afford to.
Yeah, interesting that you should say that, because, yeah, we made comment on that too. Like, it's very uncharacteristic to see your team come out and not finish off those 1%ers, because that's their trademark, isn't it? Yeah, finishing off those 1%ers.
It's interesting because we did that a couple of times in the season. The very first time we played Lynx, we were awful. And I thought we hopefully had worked on it, but we didn't, not enough. And I do think, you know, people say, oh, it's the same team as you've had before. But when I was sitting there was only 3 people on court tonight who played in last year's grand final. The others didn't play on the court. So, you know, when you look at that, you think, well, okay, we'll bring them back up next year. We'll have had that experience and we'll come out. And I've said to the girls, think about it for a couple of minutes, decide how horrible it feels, decide why that happened. Let's put that down and we'll have a meeting and say, well, it happened for these reasons, and then it's gone. And we won't ever address it again. We'll just work on what we need to fix.
I know it's hard to think about it now, but gee, the last 2 or 3 years, the run that your club has had at both tier levels, tier 1 and 2, has been incredible.
I think that if you actually look at the history, there's only 1 year we haven't played in the grand final, and Gold Coast played in that one against Tigers.
I know, Paula keeps reminding us of that.
Yes, she definitely did. And I think that overall we've probably won 12 or 11 or 12 premierships, so that's a pretty impressive record, I guess. And I think that the kids that came up today came out of last year's state league team, so there's always a learning curve, and we just didn't do it as well this year as we might have done in previous years. But we'll be back, believe me. We won't. Well, hopefully we'll be back if the competition stays the same. But I hear on the grapevine that Queensland Netball's going to destroy it again. So.
Liz, I think too, like what you're saying about the development that and the way the team performed over the last number of years, that really has a lot to do with the development that you and yourself and Amanda all put in through the Brisbane North region, not just Downing Park, because you had girls out there tonight from BNA, Queensland Catholic, so it's your whole region that you guys are out there putting in countless hours and pounding the netball courts week in and week out. And I think seeing you guys in the grand final every year is absolute testament to your dedication. So I think that's a big pat on the back to both of you.
I think that's what I think upsets me when other associations or other regions sit back and sort of go, oh, well, Brisbane North, this and that. I don't know how many coaches. Amanda and I spend 6 hours a week basically coaching at junior level that has nothing to do specifically with the Cougars, but we have the bronze squad, the silver squad, the gold squad, the academy and the Cougars Cats, who are across our region, which means that Amanda and I are basically working with up to 100 kids, which is a lot of players to handle. And the reason that you do it is so that you're bringing them through, and you know that when we look at our team, and we'll probably have some retirements, we know that we've got players in the state league to step up, and then we've got players sitting in our cats that will come, Cougar Cats that will come in and replace the others. And that's the region, and that's what makes it strong. And we get fantastic support from the 5 associations in our area. They're great. They want to see us win. They were here tonight, and you can't ask more. And Kedron-Wavell is the only sponsor that was in from day one. We have the sponsor that started when State League first started, and they're still with us till now. So I think that's a proud record for them too.
Right. Liz, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
That's Elizabeth White, the coach of Holden Cruze Cup, the runners-up this year, the Kedron-Wavell Services Club Cougars. We'll be right back. We'll be speaking to Amanda Stagg, the coach of the Premiers for this year.
Fire,
we're with the coach of this year's premiers of the Carina East Leagues Club Tigers, Amanda Stagg. Congratulations, Amanda.
Thank you. It was a great win to my team. Absolutely fantastic game. We knew we had to turn up and play. Cougars are always an opponent that if you don't bring your A game, your history. And tonight we were there ready to go. So that was exciting.
I know it seems like a silly question to ask, but just how bad did you guys want this? I mean, they've had the wood on you guys in the big games for the last 2 years that I can remember.
I think that the big thing is we're such a new team this year that we didn't even talk about that we had lost 2 and 2 before that we had won. We didn't really talk about the past. We knew that this is a new era, a new team, and we needed to step up and own it. And we had an opportunity, and against any team in a grand final you need to play. So that was the big thing, to get out there and play our best netball.
You're always pretty to watch. I've always loved watching the Tigers play. And the last couple of years, it seemed like the Cougars were able to beat you playing those 1%ers and shutting that side of things down. This year, it's worked.
Yeah, listen, like I said, those new girls, I don't even think some of them are that, were in our Tier 2 team and things like that. I don't think they even knew that we'd lost 2 and things like that. Yeah. So to their credit, we all needed to take ownership out there, and it didn't matter who we put out there. I knew I had faith in all girls, and as a team we had done a lot of hard work and a lot of work to get here, like Katie said before.
Yeah. Katie Walker, I'll ask you straight up, she's 34 I think in a couple of weeks' time. Yeah. She's still going?
Oh, definitely. God, look at her. Wouldn't you not have her in any of your teams? She's definitely the general out there, and
it's one of her best years ever.
Most definitely. Yeah. Stronger, fitter, faster than she's ever have been, and she's got the support of those girls that absolutely, she is our leader of the pack. Doesn't matter if we're on or off the court, whatever she does it with great, I would say, professionalism, and no, definitely. We can't wait to see her go again. I think she'll be ready to play again.
Amanda, across the board, your girls tonight were amazing, but particularly mentioning the young ones, Harriet and Beryl. I mean, you must have been proud of the way they stood up to it, for sure. And then Sophie Croft, again, being there in that more senior player in that attacking end. And then Kerry Barr in defence, amazing. Like, you guys were just desperate for every ball, and you must be really proud of the girls and the way they performed tonight.
Listen, I couldn't be prouder. I think I'm most happy as someone told me, how does it feel? And I said, can you tell me after the game? But I knew we had done so much work, and the girls wanted it so badly. It was up to everyone with that. With my youngies, I guess they don't like to be called young, but some of their Gen Y comments awfully means they're quite young. Listen, they wanted it as much, and they've trained as hard, and I think it's great role models in the team, but you know what, they can match it, and they showed that in the game tonight. So to Harriet and Bez's credit, they stood up and really took on what they needed to do. And Sophie Croft had a fantastic game. I thought she really controlled that attack end, and she was really smart, and it was great to see her have a fantastic game, and I think she missed 1 shot for the whole game.
Yeah, I've got to say, very much. I made a comment during the game that I think this season has probably, for me, been the best season I've ever seen Sophie have. She looks like she is loving her netball. She looks like she loves her team. She loves everything about it, and it just shows on court. You know, she goes out there and she just executes everything so well.
Oh yeah, and you've got to remember that Sophie's not very old. She's only early 20s. So for what she's done, listen, it was a great game, and I know that she is enjoying a netball, and there's plenty more. And I think the A&L season for Sophie Croft is only just starting. So I think there's big things come for Sophie for the end of the year.
Totally agree.
And Kerry Barr, well, she did have an outstanding game. Her and Natty, they knew their job they had to do, and that was to shut down the goalers, and I think they did that, and that was great to see. Yeah.
You think the Carina Leagues Club will be open a little bit later tonight?
I think the girls have got a big plan tomorrow. I think Silly Sunday will definitely go with a big hit, can I tell you? So I think that the Tigers are definitely getting out there to step up and have a beverage or two. So
I like the Tiger ears back too.
It's it's a tradition that if you win, you have to wear that photo. So our sponsors are always in the act too.
Oh,
so
I like it.
No.
Okay.
Once again, congratulations. Premiers for 2012. We'll see if you can go back-to-back next year.
Fingers crossed.
All right. Thank you. That's Amanda Stagg, the coach of the Holden Cruze Cup Carina East League Club Tigers. And that's the end of our broadcast. Thank you for your company this evening. We hope to do it all again next year. Big thank you to our sponsors, and a big thank you to Hilary Collins from the Logan City Council Wildcats, and also Paula Stewart from the Golden South Jaguars. We'll catch you again next year.